Yo, what's up, guys? In this video, we are going to answer this very interesting question that I have been researching for almost over 1.5 years now, 1 year now, which is typology, your type, and your romantic interest or relationships. And this person asks, hey, random question. How is it chemically possible to fulfill a romantic relationship that doesn't require two people to be an exact opposite type? If both have masculine DE, wouldn't there be like a chemical response to feminine DE and masculine DI at least as much? Isn't the chemical response needed? Maybe to the retake of some anti stuff to honestly, so at least a gist of this, if I have to take the end of it, is something like, does your type have to be compatible with the other person's type? Is that, and that's the kind of question you might wonder, which I have wondered for a lot, and I actually did, and I've seen people who are officially typed, as at least a tribe I've seen around like 100 people interacting and what they vibe with. And here are my conclusions. Number one, your parents' relationship style or the relationship style that you have observed while growing up seems to be playing a role because when you grow up, due to your parents uh, dating a certain way or whatever, you inevitably get some unmet needs. All right, and this has nothing to do with your type. It is literally your parents acted a certain way and you, little boy, have unmet needs. And when you meet a woman or a man, whatever, who meet your unmet needs, you almost get this attraction, like infatuation, where you just like fall for them because they met an unmet need of yours, and that you'll fall for that person irrespective of what type they are. They can be any type they want to be, but if they meet your unmet need, you're you're falling for them. Okay. The second one that I have personally observed in my life, I have seen personal patterns for me consistently. Oh, I like this kind of woman, this type of woman, like objective personality type. However, my pattern doesn't seem to be consistent with my twin types. So I know four of my exact 1024 type twins. We have different romantic preferences. However, our preferences is pretty consistent. Like for me, I vibe really well with feminine feelings. No, I really vibe well with I really vibe well with feminine thinking and masculine F. But I've also observed I vibe well with masculine thinking as well. So it doesn't matter that much. But these people also I vibe with a lot, and I can see this pattern consistently in my life. However, if I take this pattern and try to apply it to my twin type, it doesn't really match his patterns with the kind of people they are attracted to. All right, so you might have personal patterns that you might be falling for. Oh, I like, I don't know, ENTP woman or something like that. But how, and let's say you're an INFJ, that pattern you might be falling for ENTP woman consistently. However, your pattern doesn't correspond to your type's pattern. Let's say you're an INFJ, it doesn't mean that all INFJs will now like ENTPs just because you like ENTPs. It might be there, might be consistent, but it's not. I have not seen it consistently. So it's very much preferential. And third and finally, the kind of person people fall for, and this is what I've noticed, it's at least the romantic interest happens between two people's identity. And identity, I don't mean DI. This is not what I mean by identity. Identity is more by the character, the kind of DI they have, and that matters, seems to matter a lot. Like I know personally a type who is exact opposite of my exact opposite. I vibe well amazingly. However, I also know another person who's very similar to this type. I kind of avoid them. All right, same type, but the only thing that changed is the character, and this character doesn't seem to be dependent on type. This is not the kind of character that is dependent on your type. Your type might help you make some decisions which resulted in your character, but the resultant character itself is something very independent of the type. Like, different types will have, you might, dude, I've met so many type twins, literally 1024 type twins. Same type, I know four of my type. We have such different DI, not just DI, just identity. We have such different identity, and it's different, completely different. The kind of worldviews we might have is different. The way we process life is different. Some the process through which we reach the conclusion is the same. However, the conclusion itself is super different. So a person's character and your character, and this is not the character that results from the type, right? This is something more than type. It's like the kind of person you became as a result. That seems to matter a lot, a lot. If you it's end of the day, it doesn't really matter what type they are. It's all this. You have a belief system, and this belief system, you believe you have these unmet needs, and if the other person fills these unmet needs, and they can be any type you want them to be, but if they meet the unmet needs, you kind of like get that animalistic attraction. uh, Also, the character, when you vibe with the character, it gives you this uh, uh, it gives you the romance, the people that they say when they fall in love, and that doesn't really seem to correlate with type as much, because end of the day, it's you have a character, you have a personality, the other person has a personality, and your type could have resulted in you having this personality, but this personality itself is very independent from the type. Like, your character itself is very independent from the type, and your character and their character, they need to vibe, and that seems to be consistent. Like, I met people with different types, and the people I vibe with is like very random. It's not like I'm gravitated towards a certain type, like an objective personality type. I'm more like gravitated towards a certain kind of person in terms of like values or something like that. The kind of way they live their life by. Like, I know a person uh, who's a certain type in objective personality, and I know another person who's exact type twin. I like this person a lot, and I don't like this person as much. It's just just because this person's identity is so much more different than this person's identity, even though they are exact 1024 type twin, exact, you know. So this is my finding. This is my observation, and it seems to be consistent from what I've seen for the past 1 year. So I thought I would share. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? What have you observed? That's about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. And I'm sorry because I cannot edit these videos. I really don't have the time or the motivation to edit these. So I really thank you for that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.